Hello, all my chickadees! Welcome back to my nest! Today we're going to be checking out Love Me Dearly. Look at this cute little bean. He just wants to love us, right? Right? Yeah, it can't be nothing else, right? Well, this game did drop during the Yandere game jam, so I kind of start to have my doubts about things, but you know me. We gotta enjoy our yandere boys, right? Okay. I am going to jump in and check this out. Yep, here's the trigger warning. Vomit, mention of blood, and sexual harassment. Some players may find the following game disturbing. Player discretion is advised. Okay, there you go, guys. If any of that bothers you, please click away. I want all my chickadees to be safe. If you want to brave it with me, buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go. What is your name? It's Sparrow. Sparrow? How lovely. And what are your pronouns, Sparrow? He, him. First and foremost, we'd like to thank you for meeting our demands. Your remittance will help us greatly make sure this experience to make sure this experience is as effective and enjoyable for you as possible. To now finalize your transaction, please set a password. Ooh. Birb. Thank you very much. Please make sure you won't forget it. Hopefully I won't. Now that we have the administration behind us, please let us move on to the more pleasant part of this adventure. Let me set the scene for you. You moved into this rather small town a few months ago, looking for a break from the life back home. For some reason, the idea of existing in a new place as a new person had enticed you, even if it only be for a short time. So you took a job as a receptionist in a hotel, but are currently appreciating your days off. Unfortunately, the friend you made during your stay has left the city to meet their relatives, leaving you alone with your spare time. But you wouldn't stay alone for long. Summer in Mayside Park feels more like a warm autumn day than mid of July, but it is nice nonetheless. You walk along the sidewalk, observing the pigeons doing their funny little dance, trying to pick up breadcrumbs. But instead of actually eating them, they just throw them into the air, then look seemingly shocked that their bellies still remain empty. Oh no! Oh, poor little birds. You were on your way home. Minutes ago, you were sitting in a small cafe having breakfast. Yay, multiple choice. Okay. You love having breakfast outdoors. Usually, you weren't typed to have breakfast anywhere else in the privacy of your own home. Let's say outdoors is awesome. I mean, if the weather's nice, yeah, we can watch these poor little birds. So, you were more than just delighted to follow your friend a few weeks ago, who promised you the best croissants from this side of the globe. Your stomach is full with... oh, goodness. Croissants? Well, he promised us croissants. He better have brought us some. Waffles, French toast, omelet. You don't even know anymore. Did we already forget? Are we that forgetful, or did we just eat so much we're not sure? I mean, I've had breakfast and totally forgot what I've had before. Let's say I don't even know anymore. So you are very happy. Since your gaze is glued to the can that you have been kicking around for a while now, you don't notice the man walking right towards you. And apparently he doesn't notice you either. Bam! Oh my god, I am so sorry. Are you okay? You look up and peer into the good-looking face staring right back at you with concern written all over it. Oh, he is cute! I mean, we've seen him on the main title page, but I like this art. Huh, yeah? I'm sorry, too. I didn't look in front of me. Watch where you're going, Jesus! sorry. Well, you weren't exactly being observing either. Oh, he's blushing. He likes us. I like your pink hair. Ooh, and he has an earring. His eyes only now seem to really see you, since they light up as he realizes something. He opens his mouth, but closes again right after and lowers his gaze. Maybe it's the light playing tricks, or the soft warmth of the sun, but you could swear that his face is slowly turning more piquant shade. Oh, he's gonna match his hair. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Yeah. There's an awkward silence between you two, but he doesn't seem to think about moving on. You want to say anything else? No, sorry. Then have a good day. Yeah. Bye. We're just like, yep. You give him a polite smile and pass him, but before you can even take 4 steps, you hear him calling out again. Sparrow, wait! You dropped your keys! As your hands quickly pack down your body, you realize he's right. You turn around. Wait. We didn't tell him our name. We didn't tell him our name, and he called us by name. You turn around and get greeted by your keys dangling in front of your face. You sigh in relief, thinking how hard your day could have been if you'd lost them. He drops them into your open palm with a bright smile on his lips. We're just gonna go, thank you so much. No problem. Well then, have a good day. With those words, he waves you goodbye, and with one last nod towards his direction, you continue your walk. But as your feet carry you further and further, your heart sinks. How does he know your name? The door closes behind you with a loud bang, and you rest your head against its cold exterior. Could you have misheard him? No. Yes, that's it. You must have. You decide not to think further about this occurrence. You have a tendency to overthink, so it's best to kill these thoughts before they can get started to sprout in your mind. You're not the type to waste too many thoughts about something. Well, we should. Your ears probably deceived you. No. We are in a state of denial. After all, you've been exhausted ever since you left work. After a quick dinner, you sit down at the TV. You choose to watch... Let's see... a horror movie, a comedy movie, a romance movie. Let's watch a horror movie. Maybe we shouldn't. Girl, no, I don't care. We need to get the fuck out of here, John. Listen, Sheila, listen to me. We need to get these shots. Okay? We need the money. Money? You're still thinking about the money? Money won't mean shit if we're fucking dead. Okay, yeah. I can tell she's the smarter of the two, right? It won't take long. We just need to get up in the attic and... Shh. I think he's coming. We need to hide. I'm trying to do like the worst girl voice. Shit. Shit. No, there's no time. We need to run. Come on. Fuck. I think we lost him. No, this can't be. He's here? No, impossible. We locked him in. He couldn't possibly arrive here quicker than us. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is happening? There are multiple... What? The tailor. He isn't just one guy. They're a group. They are a fucking group. We need to go. We need to... And they die. John! When the movie finally came to an end. I hope you guys liked my horrible girl voice. I thought we needed a cheesy voice. When the movie finally came to an end, you are rather relieved, since you can barely keep your eyes open. You could have fell asleep during the movie. I mean, unless you know, like rented it or something and had limited time to watch it. I mean, with one last big yawn. Oh, that's a yawn. That made me yawn. Reading yawn made me yawn. You made your way into your bedroom. Your night is rather restless. You wake up several times, seemingly without any reason, and each time you do, you feel uncomfortable. He's watching us, isn't he? The next morning, you get. Oh, we have an old TV. Look at that. That is a box TV. Dude, we're either poor. I mean, even poor people have the newer TVs now. Or takes place quite a few years ago, because that's an old TV right there. The next morning, you get awakened by cold air brushing over your body. You look around. Ah, I'm yawning again. Curse you, MC. You're making me yawn. You look around, trying to find out where the sudden wind is coming from. That's when you notice your bedroom window is wide open. Weird. You don't remember opening it last night. Dude, if you're gonna creep on us, try to make everything the same as when you arrived, just to make us less suspicious. You know? That's a rookie mistake right there, buddy. We're just gonna be super suspicious now. As you go to close it, you peek out, but nothing is out of place. You feel relieved? You should feel anxious, dang. Okay, relieved would be really stupid. So, I mean, I'd be anxious. You're sure that you didn't touch the window last night. So how is it open now? You force yourself to stop it. Oh, yawn again. I need a yawn meter now. You force yourself to stop your mind right there, or else you will only tumble down a spiral of paranoia. You choose to get dressed and leave the house for a bit to get some fresh air. As you walk out the door, you almost step onto a flower bouquet that must have been carefully placed there. You lift it up confused and look around, but there's no one near who could have put it there. First a window, now this bouquet. Goosebumps crawl up your back and your arm, and the hair on your arm stand up as you recall the encounter of yesterday. Could it really be him doing all this? You ponder for a while, feeling your body stiffen. Then suddenly, the door from the house next to you opens. Miss Love Botton, the sweet elder lady steps outside that lives right next to you carrying a trash bag. Good morning, sweetie. Oh, I see you found my bouquet. This is from you? Yes. It's a little thank you for taking care of my cats last weekend. Thank you so much. They are lovely. I'm glad that you like them. Well then, I have to go back inside. My sweeties are waiting for me. Take care, love. You too, Miss Lovebutton. You roll your eyes at your own sickening paranoia. Of course they're from Miss Lovebutton. She always gives you flowers as a sign of her gratitude. How could you have forgotten that? Annoyed by your own delusions, you march back into your home and put the bouquet in a vase. The air outside is warmer than yesterday. Woo, we're on page 2 already. Wonder how many endings there are. The heat is starting to get to you. It's still colder than what you're used to. You don't feel like going to the cafe today. Instead, you think about going to the local supermarket and grab some snacks. Maybe you even find a spot in the park where you can sit down and enjoy the quietness of the morning. The supermarket is as empty as you expect. You walk through the aisles trying to decide what speaks to you the most. You settle with cookies, salad, waffle, sandwich, pastry. Cookies. And coffee, hot chocolate, tea, water, soda. tea. As the cashier drags your errands over the scanner, you notice someone standing at the window, seemingly staring directly at you. You can't make out the face because of how low they pulled their hood. You feel your chest tighten. Would that be everything? Ah, yes. But when you look back, they are gone. You quickly grab your things and hurry out. He's making sure we're getting home correctly, apparently. He wants to see what we're shopping for. Maybe going to the park is a bad idea after all. You still seem to be on edge. You decide that perhaps it would be best if you just go home. As you head back to your place, you couldn't help but feel like someone is following you. Though you never see someone when you turn around, you still feel a presence only a few steps behind you. It makes you pick up speed and hold your keys between your fingers to, on one hand, be able to open the door as soon as you reach it, and on the other hand, defend yourself if it comes down to it. Thank goodness it doesn't, and you arrive safely in your living room. Lock the door! But that feeling of safety doesn't last long. The moment you turn on the light in the house, you see it. The writing all over your walls. You are mine. Oh, and that little heart too? Dude! Soon we will be together. You shouldn't have closed the window. Dude! Dude, a normal person closes the window. I didn't see your love note on the windowsill saying, oh, if you love me, leave it open, like your heart. No, the window is open. We had a draft. That's why we closed the window. Dude. Dude. You are frozen in fear. Your whole body trembles as you read the words over and over again. Your lungs start to burn, and only now you notice that you've been holding your breath ever since the light turned on. Finally, you are able to take a step back. And another. Then you are running out the door. Your heartbeats have become so loud that your chest feels like it's about to burst open, but you don't stop. You keep running, even when your legs start to get weak. You aren't looking where you're going. You only want to get away. Bam! Did we crash into the same guy? You crush into someone and fall to the ground. Sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I thought you saw me. Oh, that was him talking. That voice. As you lift your gaze, you look into the same eyes you did yesterday. A chill runs down your spine as you recall the events from the day before. You! The man doesn't seem to be bothered by your fearful expression. Instead, he just keeps on smiling. I'm so glad I found you. My name's, Takuma, by the way. Takuma. Find me? Why? You don't dare move a muscle. Desperately, you look around, but there is no people to be seen. You're all alone. You could run, but he doesn't. But he looks like he can catch up with you, and who knows what he'll do if he does. Yeah. Well, that's because he averts his gaze and is now instead staring at his feet, which are shifting back and forward. Once again, you can see a soft blush crawling up his face. Though this time, it isn't cute. It's terrifying. I know that this probably comes out of nowhere, but suddenly he grabs your hand and pulls them close to his chest. His eyes now piercing seemingly right into you. Would you go out with me? This must be a bad dream. You're probably still sleeping, right? There's no way that this is actually happening. Your breathing becomes heavy as the sensation of someone choking you starts to tingle in your throat. We're in the middle of public. Is he choking us in public? What are you supposed to do? What will you do? Play along until you can run away or act tough and tell him off. We're going to act tough and tell him off because we're doing the stupid stuff first. You have had enough. The fear inside of you turns into anger. This guy has been terrorizing you, making you feel unsafe and paranoid in the place you wanted to charge your life battery again. Who do you think you are? His face changes from embarrassment to shock. He takes a step back, still staring at you. I don't know what you want from me, but if you don't stay away from me, I'm calling the police. You hear me? As you shout those final words, you feel your whole courage leaving your body in the same breath of air. Was that a good idea? He is still looking at you, pale as a sheet with a rather deranged expression. You have to get out. This is your chance. Without hesitating for even a second, you start running into the direction where you came from. You can hear that he is shouting something, but you can't make it out with what he is saying, since all you can hear is your heart beating in your ears. Your lungs burn and your legs are getting weaker. You have no idea how long you've been running, but none of these things make you stop. The cafe you have been in a day before is right in front of you once more. You decide to hurry inside. The woman behind the counter throws you a weird look, but you don't care. Instead, you take a seat in the back as far away from the entrance as possible. In the end, you didn't have to order something so you could stay, but your beverage doesn't rest easy in your stomach. You did have to order something. Time passes, and the establishment slowly starts to close, and you're asked to leave. As you step outside, you notice that it's already become night, which only increases your anxiety. We should have left before it got dark. You look around. There are a lot of people still walking around, so it's probably for the best that you go home now. With one last breath, you make your way back home. Every person walking past you sends a shiver down your spine, and you turn around every time you hear something that even slightly resembles a footstep or a voice appearing behind you. We are super paranoid now. But nothing happened. The guy from before is nowhere to be seen. Now only a few meters separate you from your house, and you feel the tension leave your body. As you turn around the next corner, you see a police car parked at the end of the road, what makes you feel even safer. You approach the policeman and prepare yourself to squeeze between the wall and the car, but before you can, a hand stops you. Sorry, no one can pass here. There's been an accident a little further down the road. His expression is serious, and he barely grants you a glance. You nod and take the exit to your left. Thank God you have taken this route before, so you know this isn't a big detour. You just have to go around 2 more corners and you'll arrive right at your house. You hear the policeman talking to his walkie-talkie in the background as you keep walking. The thought of being home alone right now does scare you. You close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Maybe you could call someone and ask if they could keep you company through the night, or you could barricade yourself in your room. Suddenly, a horrendous metallic smell hits your nose and stops you in the tracks. You open your eyes to see where the scent is coming from. But now, you wish you haven't. In front of you, on the cold floor of the saluted alley, is a body. You wanted to scream, but your voice has vanished. All you could do is stare at the body. Then it hits you. The face. The pale, lifeless face which had carried a bright grin just hours before. It's the guy. Did he kill himself? He is dead. But why is he... Who could have done this? Your chest starts to feel weird. It is hurting, but in an unfamiliar way. It's comparable to a hungry stomach yearning for food, but your chest isn't lusting for food. For some unknown reason, it's desiring a small box that is laying centimeters away from the dead corpse. The hunger grows bigger and bigger until you bend forward and grab it. It's locked, and the lock requires some kind of code. Why did you take it? You should go back to the policeman, or at least call out for help. But now you're holding on to evidence. You would be number one suspect if anyone finds you now. The exact thought is what makes you move again, but not in the direction in which you came. With the box in your hand, you run back home. The writing is still on your wall. Of course it is. You go around the house, checking every window and every door you head in before you head into your bedroom. There, you not only lock the door, but push your desk in front of it as well. You glance out the window one last time before securing it with both a key and a rope. The box is being slid on top of your closet, and only then do you throw yourself to your bed. what was it? Okay, the box was locked, but I mean, the next morning you get awakened by your phone ringing. Before you answer, you check both your door and your window, but nothing has changed. Everything is still locked. You feel slightly relieved and respond to the call. Yes? Good morning. Am I speaking to Sparrow? Yes. Who is this? This is Officer Castanello speaking. Your name came up during an investigation and we'd like to talk to you. Is it possible for you to come down to the police station today? Your chest gets heavy as the images from last night flash before your eyes. The dead body and the box. You know, that's why he called you. How did our name come up if the guy is already dead? Huh? What is this about? I don't know anything. Don't say I don't know anything. That, will say you're guilty. Sure? I'm thinking was this about or sure. I'm sorry, but I cannot share any further information over the phone. At what time can we expect you to arrive? I can leave right now. I would be there in 30 minutes. Great, see you soon. As soon as you hang up, the anxiety raises. You try to move, but your body won't budge. You feel your fingertips going numb as your limbs slowly start to turn cold. 1,000 thoughts run through your head, and with each one, the lump in your throat grows bigger until it feels like it's suffocating you. You need to regain your composure. Now. Calm down. Oh my gosh, there's so many choices. You're good at lying. You can fool him easily. You didn't kill him, the truth will come out. You just have to stay quiet. He probably doesn't know about the box. We didn't kill him. You take a few deep and controlled breaths. Finally, you can feel your arms and legs again. Then, all the thoughts in your head become quieter as well. You have to get ready. The more time you waste, the more suspicious he might become. You choose to wear... Oh, goodness. Something formal that makes you look serious. Something cute that makes you look innocent. Something casual that makes you look average. Something spicy that makes you look sexy. Something edgy that makes you look tough. Something casual. Just something casual. We're a normal person. Right after you got dressed, you leave the house, avoiding to look at all the writing on the walls. During your trip, the adrenaline and nervousness reappear, leaving you all jumpy and agitated. You shake each limb and your head to release at least some of the tension as the police station is staring at you. As you enter, you notice it's a pretty small place. There's barely anyone in here except the secretary who's eyeing you with anticipation. Fortunately, you never had to come here before. Place is rather secluded for a police station. You had to travel for a while longer than you expected. Hopefully the police officer hasn't become too suspicious of you yet. Better not waste another second. Hello. Hello, how may I help you? Officer Castellanos wanted to see me? Oh, you must be Sparrow. Yes, that's me. You look so tired, buddy. He leans forward and takes a closer look at you as he is looking for something specific. Then he stands up and signals for you to follow him. Both of you make your way through a hallway that has been hidden behind the closed door next to the front desk. Left and right of you were doors with name tags on them, but you walk too fast to be able to read them, and you really don't think that secretary would appreciate if you just suddenly stopped. At the end, he turns to you. Wait here. Officer Castellanos will pick you up shortly. And with those words, he walks back where you came from. Your gaze wanders around the room. You notice a few paintings and a chair propped against the wall. One of the paintings catches your attention, but before you can inspect it closer, the door opens. He looks. It says officer, but he looks like a detective. A tired detective. Hello, I'm glad you could arrive so soon. Though his words hint to at least some enthusiasm, the voice that carries them is serious and low. The man is tall, way taller than you, and he looks rather rough. He gives you scruffy old man that adopts a lonely girl during a crisis vibe. You thought. Let's see. That he looked rather handsome, that he looked scary, that he looked unclean. What should we pick? I don't think he looks scary. He just looks tired. But I don't think he's unclean either. Sure, he looks handsome. Come in. Take a seat. He holds the door open for you as you walk into his office. Compared to the main entrance, this room is rather big. You do as you said and sit down at the desk that he'd been pointing at. He does the same on the opposite side. You can smell the ashtray before you even see it. It's filled to the rim with cigarette butts and ashes. Paper is scattered everywhere on the tabletop, some hanging on for dear life at the edges. All in all, this workplace is a mess. Now, like I said on the phone, we received a hint that you may be involved in our recent murder case. To what extent is still unclear, but hopefully you can tell us more. Where were you last night around 9 p.m.? What? Wait, no. Go here. Wait, is that the same thing? Okay. I was walking home. Where were you before? How is that a cafe? You might know it. It's called Tory and Biscuits. Oh, I know it. Lovely establishment. And where do you live? Milton 7 or ZP 6392. You said you walked home. Can you give me an exact description of your pathing? We don't have a choice. Give him a false description. You never went into the Ginnis Street. No, sir. Lying makes you more suspicious. What? I didn't lie. I know that you went into the Ginnis Street because I sent you there. What? I never forget a face. The person yesterday who wanted to go down the Boiler Street, it was you. I told you that you had to take a different path because it was blocked due to an accident. Oh, we're screwed. You went into the Ginnis Street. Your heart drops. It had been so dark yesterday and you were so full of adrenaline you didn't see the officer's face. That was him. He knows. He saw you. You lied to him. Unconsciously, you bury your finger deep into the fabric of your clothes, clenching your jaw so tightly that they feel like they're about to break. Listen, I don't think you did it. You look surprised. You looked up surprised. I've been in this job for years now, and I know how people tick. Why were you that close to the murder anyway? Like I said, I saw you yesterday, and you didn't really have the "I'm gonna kill someone tonight" written on your forehead. He leans back in his chair with his arms behind his head. But my knowledge of human nature is enough to convince court, you know. I saw him walk into the alley, and then you, and only you, came back out. Wait, so he walked in a little bit before we did, and then we walked in, and then he's dead. Did somebody kill him, or did he kill himself, knowing that we'd go that way? The same is being testified by a second person. And to top it all, you both were seen having some sort of argument or something hours before we found his body. It's not looking too good, but not too good doesn't mean bad. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. Start again, but this time the truth, alright? Tell the whole story. That wasn't so hard, now was it? He pulls his keyboard towards him and starts typing. Nervously, you stare at your hands. You tell him you didn't tell him about the box and you don't know why. Surely, this secret will break your neck at some point, but even so, you keep your mouth shut. He takes your fingerprints and asks you a few more questions which you answer truthfully. Most of the time. In the end, he thanks you for your time and tells you that they will be in contact. Then he sends you back home. I did not expect us to be like caught up in cops after a murder of our Yandere. On your way back, you pass the alley where you found him. The man who has been stalking you and whose murder you're now being accused of. You stop and stare at the yellow police tape shimmering in the sun. Your stomach turns as the image of his corpse reappears in your mind. You hurry quickly to the next bin and vomit. The adrenaline rush probably kept you from truly registering that there had been a real dead body in front of you. But now, a day later, you still get sick from you get sick even from imagining the smell of iron and the typical alley garbage. As you lift your head from the bin, you notice something in the corner of your eye. An envelope? You pick it up. Takuma Kiyuo? At first you want to dismiss your find, but then, as you glance at the name one more time, you remember. I'm so glad that I found you. My name's Takuma, by the way. It was his. Great, now they even have evidence with your fingerprints on them. One more piece of a crime scene at your place wouldn't make a difference now either, and it's not like you could just put it back. How bad are they at cops? They didn't find this envelope? Hello? You guys need to up your sweeping. The police find it, it will only make you look even more guilty. Since it's too late now, you decide to inspect it closer. It's empty. Someone had already opened it. He probably wanted to throw this in the trash. With a conclusion, you shove the envelope in your pocket and pray to God that this time no one has seen you. At home, you try to wash off all the writing from your wall. This case has one good side. You're a lot less scared to be at home. Although one could argue that you should be a little worried that there's a killer on the loose. Then again, he killed a crazy stalker, so technically he did a good deed. Unless he killed himself. They didn't say how he died. Maybe one of his past victims wanted to take revenge on him or something. You didn't mention that this man was the one who stalked you. The last thing you need is a motive. You told Officer Castellano that he just asked you for directions, and then the other day asked you out of the blue. When you're finally done, you go to bed. But before you slide under the cover, you grab the envelope and examine it one more time. There's an address on it. Presumably Takuma's. Oh, so now we're gonna go to his place? If you are right, and this was the revenge kill from a previous victim, then there might be evidence of that in his house. But that's a wild assumption. Nothing to take seriously. Plus, the place is filled with policemen. Then again, a quick look. You're just gonna give it a quick look. Nobody could fault you for just taking a walk, right? Okay, so now we're gonna go directly to our dead stalker's house, right? Oh, are we gonna find, like, a wall with us pinned all over it? Huh? Oh, okay. Wow. There is a lot of choices in this game. I don't know how many endings there are. I don't think it said on the game page. But, there's gotta be a couple, right? Okay. So, I'm gonna end this here so we can pick up going to our stalker's house in the next part. Let me know down below, what did you think of this? Did you expect him to die like that? That's odd. Unless he faked his death and the police are in on it. Ooh, theory shirt. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Bye!